kids. Do you know the difference between a frog and a toad? Are they exactly the same? What do you think? Frogs and toads can live around gardens too. And I have a picture to show you that kind of shows you the difference between a frog and a toad, so we can learn a little bit about that. Let's take a look. What's the difference between frogs and toads? Are they exactly alike? Let's take a look. Well, frogs prefer to swim or leap, and they have very long legs. This is a frog right here on this side. It has thin, wet, smooth skin that has a lot of color to it. And it has a long tongue, and frogs like to stay in the water most of the time. Now a toad has a short tongue. It mostly lives on land. And it has a very stout body, or you can see it's fatter than the frog. It has thick, dry skin with bumps that are usually brown, and it walks or hops on its very short legs. So what do you think would live in a garden more, a frog or a toad? Probably a toad, right? Because frogs like to live in water. So you would find those more in a pond or a lake. Toads can be hopping around on land. We don't see a lot of toads in Seattle. I don't know if I've ever seen one. But where I used to live in New Hampshire, we had lots of toads hopping around. So I guess it just depends where you live if you're gonna find them in your garden or not. And frogs, you're gonna find those more when you go out to a pond or a lake. You might be able to find a frog, and they are so cute. Today we're gonna make our very own toads, and they're gonna be adorable as well. So here's what you need. You have a cup in your bag. I've already painted mine brown. Now you can use markers, you can use crayons. I like these. You can also use paint. I like these because it's kind of like a marker between a marker and paint. So I painted mine brown with that. Okay, the other things you're gonna need are you have 2 brown pom-poms. We're going to use some glue. I suggest using white school glue for this to stick those pom-poms on. Those are going to be part of your toad's eyes. So stick them on, one here probably, and one is going to go next to it. So those are going to be the eyes. But I'm not done. We're going to put googly eyes on top of those. So for this, I sent you some of these little stickers. So here's how these work. Try to peel off the sticker part before you take it off your paper, and then just go ahead and put your eye on top of that and it will stick. That way it doesn't get all gummed up in your hand, and then you can stick that right on top of your pom-pom. Isn't that cute? Do that with your other one. Take the sticker off, stick the eye on, and then stick it on your pom-pom. All right, what's our frog missing? Or a toad, sorry, what's our toad missing? Remember it said that toads have bumpy skin? I sent you some little split peas in your bag. You can use those with a little bit of glue and stick those on as bumps. Put as many of them on as you want. The last step is to give our frog some legs so it can hop. Sorry, our toad. I keep calling it a frog. Again, you can fold your paper in half, so you only have to cut once, and then you can have all 4 legs. So draw a long leg and a shorter leg. And then if you have it folded in half, this is what will happen. Make sure you cut on the fold, it will be easier. So when you get done cutting, you'll end up like this, and you'll want to cut that in half, and then you'll have 2 legs. Do that with your shorter leg, same thing. It doesn't have to look perfect by any means. It can look however you want it to. Now your shorter legs are gonna go in the front and your longer legs are gonna go in the back. So glue your short legs on the front. One, two. Oops, 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 oops. I made a mistake. That's my long leg. My two short legs in the front like this. Aren't they cute? And then your long legs if you want. Uh-oh, I don't think my eye was dry. And you have to be a little bit careful with them while they're still wet, right? And then your long legs, if you want, you can kind of bend them in half so that they'll look more jumpy, like that. And I'll do the same thing with this one. And there's my toad. It's ready to hop, hop, hop away. Boing, boing, boing. All right, have lots of fun making your toad. I'll see you soon.